If you ever feel like you're too sensitive or too dramatic, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And you're probably watching the right video. Hi, I'm Dr. Kiki Fehling, psychologist, author, and expert in dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT. A lot of teens struggle with intense emotions or just feeling like everything is way too much to deal with. In this video, I'll be teaching you 5 DBT skills that can help you cope with your emotions and all the hard stuff life throws at you. Of course, just like with any new thing, these skills take practice, so be patient with them and with yourself as you learn. Number 1, distraction with physical sensations. Ever wish you could put your overthinking brain into timeout? This DBT skill can help. When you're upset, it's easy to get stuck in super painful thought loops, like worrying about all of the bad things that could happen or replaying that embarrassing thing you said over and over. This kind of overthinking can feel like you're helping yourself, like you're preventing or preparing for the worst, but really, it only makes things worse. And that's where the distracting with sensation skill comes in. It gets you out of your head and into your body. One way to practice is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Whenever you're feeling ungrounded, bring your attention to your surroundings, and then name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 you can touch, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. When you're particularly overwhelmed, you can practice by using intense sensations on purpose. So try splashing cold water on your face, listening to loud music, squeezing yourself in a tight hug, or eating some sour candy. You can do anything intense as long as it's safe for your body. The goal is snapping you out of your mental freakout. Grounding with physical sensations gives you a chance to pause your buzzing brain, use other coping skills, and then figure out what you want to do next in a more mindful way. Number 2 is paced breathing. Fun fact, your lungs have a direct line to your brain's panic center, and this DBT skill teaches you how to change what they're saying. When we are stressed, we breathe faster and more shallow, and this type of breathing can actually make our anxiety worse. In contrast, when we're relaxed, we take slow, deep breaths. So by purposely changing how you breathe when you're upset, you can help yourself calm down and reset your nervous system. Yes, I'm telling you to take deep breaths, which you've probably heard before, but stick with me because DBT's skill paced breathing has 3 science-backed tips that you might not have heard before. First, you want to breathe into your belly. We'll practice together right now. Place a hand on your belly below your belly button or on both sides of the bottom of your rib cage. And then, this may sound strange, take a deep breath, trying to breathe into your hand. If you're breathing deeply, you may even see or feel your hand move with every breath. Okay, second tip, and this may be the most important one, make your exhales longer than your inhales. This is a little body hack. Every time you exhale, your heart rate slows down a tiny bit. Making your exhales long on purpose can help slow your heart rate down, which is perfect when it's revved up from stress. Third tip is to pick a slow, steady breathing pace and then stick with it. So try breathing in through your nose for 4 seconds and then out through your mouth for 6 seconds. So paced breathing. Breathe deeply, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out for as long as you need. Paced breathing works because it uses the mind-body connection. Calming your breath calms the rest of your body. It tells your brain that it's okay to relax. And one of the best parts about this skill is that you can do it anywhere. In the car, out in public, in bed awake at 2 a.m. It's like having a secret remote control for your stress level when life gets overwhelming. Ever feel like everyone thinks you're being dramatic when you're genuinely upset? This skill helps you trust yourself instead of doubting your feelings. Here's the thing. If you're feeling an emotion, there's always a reason. Maybe it's because of something that happened or because you're having a rough week in general. Sometimes it's because you've misunderstood something or you aren't seeing the situation clearly, but it still makes sense that you're feeling something. The reason for your emotion doesn't have to be understandable to anyone else. It just has to be understandable to you. Self-validation is finding that reason. It's answering the question, why does it make perfect sense that I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling? So instead of thinking, I'm so stupid for feeling hurt, you might say to yourself, of course I feel hurt. My friend ignored me at lunch. Instead of thinking, I'm overreacting about this grade, try, of course I'm disappointed. I worked really hard on this project and I wanted to do better than I did. Validation isn't about agreeing. You can self-validate even if you admit you were wrong about something or even when you wish you felt differently. But when everyone else is telling you to calm down or get over it, self-validation is a way to remind yourself that your feelings are valid, even when they're inconvenient for other people. Number 4, opposite action. When your emotions want to drive you straight off a cliff, this skill can help you grab the wheel and do a U-turn. DBT has a saying, emotions love themselves. They often make you want to do things that keep them around. Like when you're sad and you want to bed rot alone in your room all day, but then you miss out on time with your friends and that just makes you feel more lonely and sad. Or when you're angry at someone and so you lash out, but then that only causes more fighting and then more anger. Opposite action is an emotion regulation skill for breaking out of these emotional loops by doing the exact reverse of what your emotion is telling you to do. So to practice opposite action, you ask yourself, what does my emotion make me want to do? And then you do the opposite and do it all of the way. So if social anxiety makes you want to skip a party, you go to the party and you don't just stand in the corner. You take deep breaths, you act confident, and you actually talk to people. Or if envy makes you want to gossip behind a friend's back or ruminate about what they have and what you don't have, you instead say something nice about them and focus on the nice things that you have in your own life. Emotional urges can be super strong. So start small if you need to. Maybe you go to that party with a trusted friend rather than alone, or you make it a goal just to talk to one person for 5 minutes. The key is acting opposite while still validating your emotion. You can think, of course I'm nervous about this party, and still choose to go. Opposite action can be a challenging skill, but it's one of the most powerful ways to break out of emotional cycles that keep you stuck. Every time you act opposite to an unhelpful, painful emotion, you teach yourself that you can do hard things. You learn that you can be in control of your life rather than your emotions. Number 5, the DEAR skills. Tired of adults dismissing you like you're 7? This skill can help you communicate in a way that makes it more likely that you'll be listened to. The reality is that you probably don't have as much power as you wish you did. Parents and teachers control a lot of your life. Learning how to assert yourself effectively can work with that. Adults are way more likely to trust you and give you freedom when you communicate clearly. The DEAR skills are DBT's formula for getting more of what you want interpersonally. DEAR is an acronym that helps you remember what to actually say when asserting yourself. I will explain the acronym and then I will give you an example. First, D, describe the facts of the situation. Make sure that you and the other person are on the same page. Next, E, express how you feel about the situation and why it matters to you. Then, A, assert your needs. Don't just hint or assume that they can read your mind. Ask for what you want clearly or say no explicitly. Finally, R, reinforce the person for listening to you. Say thank you, or tell them why it would be good for you and for them for you to get what you're asking for. Okay, so a DEAR script could sound something like this. Yesterday, you said I could go out tonight, and now you're saying I can't. I know you need me to get some things done around home. I'm just feeling really sad and angry because I've been looking forward to this party for weeks. I'd really like to go out tonight. Is there a way I could still go? It would mean a lot to me to be able to go to this party, and I promise that I'll do my chores first thing in the morning tomorrow. So DEAR isn't about manipulating people. It's about asserting yourself clearly and confidently while showing you can consider other people's needs too. The DEAR format might not work for your exact situation or culture, but it offers solid tips to consider. When you communicate thoughtfully, you're more likely to be taken seriously. So there you have it, 5 DBT skills that can help you cope and deal with the stressful stuff that you face. One final thing I want to say before we go. If you're struggling with emotions, you're not broken. First off, you're probably dealing with a lot right now. Academic pressure, social drama, social media, climate change, and all of the chaos happening all over the world. It makes sense if you're feeling overwhelmed. But also, some people are just naturally more emotionally sensitive than others. It's biological, like how some people have green eyes, or how we all differ in how tall we are. If emotions feel overwhelming to you, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not too much. You just may be biologically emotionally sensitive, and you haven't learned the right skills yet. And emotion regulation is a skill. It's something you have to learn. Dialectical behavior therapy was designed to teach people how to manage intense emotions. The 5 skills in this video are great, but they're also just scratching the surface. There are actually dozens of DBT skills. Also, DBT is way more than DBT skills. Learning coping skills on your own can be tough, so if you're really struggling, a licensed therapist would probably be able to help. To learn more about DBT or finding a therapist, check out Recovery.com and the other resources listed below, then ask your parents for their support, maybe using the DEAR skills you just learned. I promise, being emotionally sensitive can become a strength rather than a burden. You just have to learn how to work with your emotions. Hopefully these skills will help. Thanks for watching.